I'm Deepak Chopra. You're watching One World with Deepak Chopra, coming to you from New York City, Delos Living. And my very special guest today is my own brother, Sanjiv Chopra. Thanks for coming, Sanjiv.
Delighted to be on the show, Deepak.
So we're going to talk about a lot of things, but this is an opportunity for me to share with you a little bit about the two of us as we grew up in India. You have some fascinating stories, Sanjiv. One of the best is that moment where, as a child, you decided that you wanted to become a physician, a doctor. By the way, Sanjiv is a professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School, author of several books. We'll talk about them in a little while. He's also the faculty dean for continuing medical education at Harvard Medical School. I want everyone to hear that story.
Yeah, it's actually an incredible story. As you remember, I was 12 years of age, you were 14 years of age. We were studying at St. Columbus High School in New Delhi, and on a weekend we played a cricket match. And that late evening I was reading a book, I took a nap, I fell asleep, I woke up, and I was totally blind. I couldn't see. And I nudged you and I said, Deepak, I can't see. And you were 14, I think we were very close, and Deepak started to cry. He said, I have one brother and he's turned blind. So we were staying with our aunt and uncle. Our parents were 300 miles away in a remote town. And my uncle took me to the military hospital, and the doctors examined me, including an ophthalmologist, and they didn't have the foggiest idea as to what was going on. There was even talk about hysterical blindness. And of course, you can easily discern if that's the case. You bring a sharp object from the side, and if you're faking it, you'll blink. And I didn't blink. And finally, they got a hold of my dad with a long-distance call. He was a professor of medicine, a cardiologist. And very calmly, he said, tell me everything that's happened to Sanjiv. Well, he's been fine. No, everything in the last 2 or 3 months. Any illness, any injuries, any new medicines. And they said, you know, he had a sharp object lacerate his leg a week ago, and we took him and he got stitches. And he asked the question, did he get any antibiotics? So they looked up the record and conveyed to him what antibiotic I got. And then he asked one more question, did he get a tetanus shot? This is 1961, New Delhi. And they looked at the records and they said, yeah, he got a tetanus shot. And he said, what kind? Anti-tetanus serum or anti-tetanus toxoid? So they looked and they said anti-tetanus serum. And he said he's having a rare idiosyncratic reaction to the anti-tetanus serum. Both his optic nerves are totally inflamed and ready to blow. Start an intravenous right away and give him massive doses of corticosteroids. And they did that, and about 8 hours later, my vision returned.